This is part of the Borrow-Cop lock section of the Lichfield Canal, leading up to Cricket Lane. As we pass over Pound 25 and Old Lock 24, we can see on our left the rapidly growing Lockside Reach housing development. Our incredible work party volunteers are tackling the final phase of the offside wall at Tamworth Road Narrows, right where the canal begins to widen before the culvert under Cricket Lane. This marks the furthest we can go until the culvert goes in, now scheduled for January. Once this is complete, the team will head to Gallows Reach to continue work on the other side of Cricket Lane. And we are pleased to welcome a new addition to our family. Adrian is driving a 14-ton digger the Trust recently acquired second-hand, using funding provided by the very generous supporters of our Big Give appeal. It's about 5 years old, fully serviced with new sprockets, and comes with a set of buckets. At 14 tons, it's an ideal size for much of what we do, ideal for muck shifting and loading lorries. It is certified for lifting and has a fairly long reach. In the past, when we needed a digger this size, we had to beg, borrow or hire one. It's a modern design and even has an eco mode. Adrian is still getting to know it, but says he is well pleased and over the moon with the purchase. So a big thank you to all who contributed to the Big Give appeal. You've made a massive difference. Sit back and watch as the volunteers backfill the latest wall section with concrete.